Okay, I see that we have just admitted. Hi, Toastmaster Kanishka, can you hear us? Can we do a audio check again? Okay, just
Am I audible now? Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Yes, you were.
You were.
Okay. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters, leaders, and guests. Today, I am going to play the role of General Evaluator for this meeting. The General Evaluator evaluates everything that takes place during the club meeting. In addition, the General Evaluator conducts the evaluation portion of the meeting and is responsible for the evaluation team, the speech evaluators, accounters, grammarian, and timer. Now, I would like to invite the timer to come on the virtual stage to introduce the role in detail.
Hello, good evening, everyone. So this is Mahima. I am going to be the timer for the day today. And as timer, I will time the table topics, speakers, formal speeches, and the evaluations. And I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards in my presentation, which denote specific times remaining. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks to not more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. Those giving speeches should limit their remarks to the icebreaker speech should be 4 to 6 minutes in length. At 4 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 5 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the red card. And other speeches should be 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, it will be the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, it will be the red card. And the individual evaluations should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. Now, I would like to pass on to the grammarian for the day. You can take the stage and introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mahima. And I would be the grammarian of the day. I would look at the good usages and the not so good usages of the words today. There has been an image shared earlier in the groups, which has the word of the day and the idiom of the day. I am sharing that on the screen as well. I would encourage everyone in the meeting to try to use this word of the day, which is rejuvenate. And we all, a smile, a festival rejuvenates everyone for the upcoming strenuous tasks that we have. The idiom of the day is cream of the crop, which is what we have here, the cream of the crop of Toastmasters. I would request everyone to use the word and idiom of the day, and I would come back on stage with my report of good and not so good usages, grammatical and words when the general evaluator calls me. Thank you.
Now, I would like to call upon the counter to come on this virtual stage and introduce the role in detail.
Thank you. Effective speaking is just like playing a musical instrument. Speaking is the most precious gift given by Mother Nature. A beautiful speech is always like a monk chanting in a pagoda when we listen to it. Thank you, General Evaluator Antara Madam. Good evening, my dear guests and fellow Toastmasters. It is true that Toastmasters meeting rejuvenate the spirit and reduce the stress. Hi, I'm Saurav, one of your best friends and also a counter today. I will be listening very carefully for your usage of repeated word usage like etc. etc. I shall also watch out the crutch words, unrequired pauses, joiners like and so. I will keep a record of the numbers of times and also report at the end of the meeting. Thank you so much, and back to General Evaluator Toastmaster Antra.
Thank you. During the meeting, I will take notes on everything that happens and doesn't happen. I will evaluate each participant on the meeting program and look for good examples of preparation, organization, delivery, enthusiasm, observation, and performance of duties. I will give my report in the end of the evaluation section. Now, I would like to pass on the stage to Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Namya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Antra. Let us now begin with the first section of the meeting, which is prepared speeches. Our first prepared speaker is Toastmaster Neha Latwal. Neha is currently working at FedEx as a finance executive and is a 3-month-old Toastmaster. Before I call the speaker on stage, I would like to welcome their evaluator, Toastmaster Kanishka, to read out the speech purpose. Toastmaster Kanishka.
Hello everyone. So our speaker for today is Neha Latwal and her speech title is What is My Personality? It is an icebreaker speech and I wish her all the best for her speech.
Neha Latwal, what is my personality? What is my personality? Neha Latwal.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the Day. By the show of your hand, tell me how many of you have given those online or Facebook quizzes to find out your personality. Okay, but I didn't. Today, my speech title is What is my personality? By the end of the speech, you will be able to find out some figure of my personality. I was 4 years old when my younger brother came in our life. The initial 2 years didn't bother me much. However, when he started walking and speaking, then I realized someone else had entered in my life and my parents' attention got divided. That bothered me a lot. I started complaining about my brother to the extent that first I slapped him or snatched his toy. Then I went to complaining my parents that he's crying all the time. We should not keep him with us. The siblings' rivalry started at that age itself. I started eating those things that I wasn't earlier, only because he started eating them. I did several things to trouble him till the time he grew up and started fighting back with me. When I look back, I realized that accepting new people in my life is always difficult for me. But thankfully now, I don't do anything to trouble him. A few years back, I thought, what a great idea it would be to decorate my entire room in a manner that walls are filled with my degrees and certificates. Just for that purpose, I did several courses after completing my 12th. After completing my MCom, I took admission in MBA. Then a year ago, I also took admission in MBA. then a year ago, I also took admission in graduation as well. So now, as of now, I would be double grade, MCOM and MBA. But am I truly using them? After spending my 9 hours in office, I spend most of my time to completing my assignments and planning my leaves as per the date sheet of the exam. Acting without looking on a bigger picture, is that what I am doing now? At least one thing I realize now is that knowledge is more important than having multiple degrees. In 2019, one of my seniors told me about Toastmasters and asked me to join. I kept giving him numerous excuses for not joining or delaying to join the Toastmasters. Till March 2021, I hadn't even checked anything about Toastmasters. But when I did Google about it, I like the concept. I like the fact about working together to help improve each other. I thought it might give me a platform to apprehension about meeting new people and opening up with them. I guess I was right this time in my assessment. This icebreaker has given me an opportunity to think about myself and courage to open up with in front of all you Toastmasters, whom even I don't know on a personal level. This icebreaker to me look like a beginning of a new and long relationship. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neha. It was indeed a heart-touching speech. May I request a moment of silence for the audience to write feedback for the speaker?
And may I also request a big round of applause if we can unmute ourselves. And since this is an icebreaker speech and we are all here to provide a supportive environment, can we give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster Neha for her first speech.
Our second speaker is Toastmaster Uditi Priya. Uditi is currently in her second year of undergraduate pursuing economics from LSR. She is interested in development studies and reading psychological books. Besides academics, she's also a trained dancer and a squash player and is currently serving as the VP Education of our club. And I would say is a cream of the crop when it comes to her job. Toastmaster Uditi. Before I call the speaker on the stage, I would like to call their evaluator, Toastmaster Nupur, to read out the speech purpose.
Thank you so much, Tiamurinamya. Uditi's speech will not follow any pathway. That would be more of an audience feedback. I would be evaluating her speech in the CRC format and providing my views, recommendations, and commendations on the speech. The minimum time would be 5 minutes and the maximum time would be 7 minutes. Timer, please note. Thank you.
Uditi Priya, history behind celebration of Lohri festival. History behind celebration of Lohri festival, Uditi Priya.
Hello, everyone. So just wanted to ask a question first before starting my speech. What is the most interesting thing you feel about having a festival in your life? If anyone would want to answer that.
Getting a chance to be with your family.
Absolutely. Anyone else who wants to go next?
The smiles and the happy faces all around just rejuvenates us.
Absolutely. So, as we all know, festivals are an expressive way of expressing ourselves, our moods, and how we enjoy our lives. It gives a break to us from our busy schedules because we have a holiday, the most important part of it. It regenerates our mind and our souls by just thinking about how we are going to dress up for the day, how we are going to eat, how we are going to sit with our people, and how we are going to spend our time with our family members. Whenever we think about celebrating a festival, we must always remember the history and the roots of our festival. Festivals are not just a day when we just celebrate or we just pray. It is something which has a root attached to it, and that is the root that we should care about. Sometimes we often forget the history of something and we tend to look up to only celebrating and enjoying the time. But whenever we recall and think about something of how it is attached to history, that is, I think, the time when we need to calm our minds and think about it. So, coming to the history of Lohri festival, Dulha Bhatti, as we have heard about this name. So, Dulha Bhatti was a Muslim robber who used to be in the times of King Akbar, and he used to help the poor women, especially, to help them get married, their education, and their food. It marks that is the reason we celebrate Lohri festival, to mark as a happiness moment for someone who is doing good to something. I think good deeds are valued everywhere, and that is what goes here as well. For every festival that we celebrate, we already know how important it is to celebrate the good and not accept the evil. By learning and thinking about these festivals, we bring with joy and happiness to how these festivals bring into our lives. The whole mood, the whole setting of the day changes just by knowing the fact that we have a festival tomorrow. Only when we dress up, we get the confidence. And I think the confidence comes up when we know our roots. Before celebrating any festival, if we know our history and our root behind everything, I think nothing is better than that. Now coming to the festival of Lohri. So it also a very important festival, as it is also mixed with the agricultural tradition of our country. It is a festival which does not just mark the Dulha Bhatti thing of how he protected women and how he helped them, but it also marks the end of winter and the beginning of the spring season. The days start getting longer and the nights start getting shorter from this day. Now coming to what the festival has an impact on us, I think festivals have a great impact both on our physical and on our mental health. Coming to our personalities, festivals have treated us in a way that we get ready, we meet our friends, we meet our fellow family members, and I think nothing is more better than spending time with the people you love. And I think that is what is most important, to just have a calm mind and go with the flow and just help in whatever way we could. Learning from this festival, one most important thing that we could learn from this is to celebrate something which is basically equal to each one of us. We might have different ways of celebrating something, but I think the only motto of celebrating a festival is to make sure that we are good in our health and to pray for our members, our family members, and also our friends who are there with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uditi. Can we have a huge round of applause by unmuting ourselves for such an enlightening speech? So when I think about Lohri, I think there are different aspects to interpret why Lohri is actually celebrated. One definitely is that it's a harvest ritual, as mentioned by Toastmaster Simranjeet and Toastmaster Uditi. But it's also about bonfires, food baskets, and social gatherings. People also light up fire and offer foods like gajar, jaggery, peanuts, and popcorn. It is a means to detoxify the body and provide fresh energy for the new year. This particular act of feeding food to the fire is also symbolic of getting rid of the problems and laziness in one's life. So before moving forward to the table topics section, and just to warm you all up, I have a question from the audience. What is that one thing that you all want to get rid of, and how do you plan to do it?
I think I also plan to get rid of my laziness only. Like waking up early in the morning is the most difficult task for me right now. But I made a new year resolution that I'll wake up early and start my day early. So I'm trying to do that, and I hopefully will be able to do it.
I hope you stick to your resolution and overcome the laziness. Anyone else?
I would just say, Toastmaster Mahima, join the gang. And if you can figure out how to get up early, please do let me know, because I have been trying and can't do that. So that is one thing that even I would want to try.
Any guests, please come up on stage and
And
share.
while we are doing that, let me actually start the poll. I guess we missed that part. So I'll just start the speaker poll, please, and do vote for the best speaker while we are answering these questions.
I would also like to ask our area director, Mayank. Please share with us, what would you like to get rid of this year? Mayank, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. I would like to get rid of sleepiness in winter season. Because I just woke up at 3 p.m.
Well, the pertinent question would be, what time did you go to sleep?
If you would allow me to speak, can I speak?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to get rid of my like food. I have so much craving regarding the food, like biryanis, because whenever I have to go through these diet, then I have to go to the gym to lose some weights. And that's why I really want to get rid of that, but I can't, because there is so much. Because I love, love so much this, the food stuff and all this. That's all I want to get rid of, so that I don't have to do the extra hard work in the gym to get rid of that. I have got. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Asta is also music.
Yes, so I would like to get rid of my fear of public speaking. So that is the reason why I have joined Toastmasters recently.
All right, thank you, volunteers. We can now move forward to the table topics section. Our table topics section is headed by TM Shahid. TM Shahid is a Toastmaster for 5 years and the VP membership of TMOD. He is an entrepreneur by profession and a counselor by passion. TM Shahid, over to you. Toastmaster Shahid.
Okay, Shahid sir is on mute. Shahid sir, can you hear us? Okay, let's Timori, I'll just call DTM Shahid on the phone. If you could just carry on with some questions, please. That would be great.
Sure. So I can answer the question that I asked you all. What would I what would I want to get rid of? So the one thing that I would want to get rid of is procrastination. I guess we all are guilty to that. I can see TMOD, Simranjeet, and TM Kanishka. So any answers as to how can I overcome that? Because I'm confused about it.
Um, I think I can help you because I was also dealing with it. So can I just know a particular thing that you are procrastinating for?
I think whenever I have a deadline, I wait for the end minute to start it. And I know for a fact that I'll be able to complete it if I started back then. So that's probably the reason of why I procrastinate.
One effective thing that I have was like rewarding. Promise yourself a reward. Just do it and be disciplined about it. Don't just promise it and don't do it and just have it. Don't do that. Promise yourself and promise yourself a reward, and then if you do it at before the deadline, so have that, celebrate it. It helps. And I think the R counter, Saurabh also wants to share something.
Yeah, I also read a book recently, The Eat That Frog. So
I also have.
it is written that just do it. Whenever you have a task in your hand, okay, write it down, just do it. And what Simranjit just highlighted, as soon as it's completed, okay, just reward yourself. Have a piece of cake or have a ice cream or have a just have a chocolate. Thank you.
Got it. I think that would help. So I see Toastmaster Shahid here, and I think we can continue with the table topic section. Toastmaster Shahid, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Namya. Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear friends. When I volunteered for the table topic session, I did not know that the theme would be Lori. The only thing I enjoy about Lori is the tappes and the jaggery and the gajak and everything. And I having a sweet tooth and my family not allowing me to have so much of jaggery, I feel a little about it. Having said that, I am today going to be the table topic sir, and I'm going to do something out of the box. Normally, it is tradition that we have the same topics for the table topic session as we have the theme. But with the permission of one of the co-TMODs, Toastmaster Simranjeet, I have changed it. I have changed the topics to something very, very, very interesting. And I have selected 15 topics, though I will not be allowed by the timer to have so many topics, but I'll try to take the maximum of them. And I want everyone to participate in it. And I would request everyone to be on camera. I miss a few people who are not on camera. Our area director, Toastmaster Mayank Khatri, is camera shy today. And Ismail is also a little not on camera. Mohit Gupta, Nabdendu. Let's all come on camera, and I believe Antara is having some issues with the camera, so we can give her the benefit of doubt. So now I'm going to share the screen and I'm going to spin. So first, let me tell you how this works and how I will make it work. The first thing is that why do we have table topics in any meeting of Toastmasters? We have prepared speeches, we have general evaluations, that's fine, let's go. But why table topics? Two reasons. Number one, it is an opportunity for the guests to come forward, practice their impromptu speaking skills, and eventually take the leap of faith to join Toastmasters. Second, there are so many Toastmasters who have not got the roles and they are here as an audience. They also get this chance to take part in the table topic sessions and share the stage, share the limelight, which is everyone likes to do. Now, from my angle, what I'll do is I'll first, and yes, let me tell you about the timings. The table topic speaker will have to speak for 2 minutes, and 30 seconds will be the uptime for the speaker to think. And as from my point of view, I would request you all to take 30 seconds because the topics are really going to be googlies. Don't Google them, but they will be definitely be very googly and they will actually shake your mind to say something from the heart. So speak from the heart, listen to the topic, and speak from the heart. You have to speak for 2 minutes. 1 minute is the qualifying time. The red card will be shown, green will be shown at 1 minute, and then at 1.5 minutes, we'll show the yellow card, and at the end of the speech, at 2 minutes, we'll show the red card. So 2 minutes is the maximum time you can speak, and 1 minute is the minimum time you can speak out. I'll share a screen with you where there is a spinner of 15 table topics. This time it is going to be different. I told you. I'm not going to select the participant. I'm going to select the number first, and then I'm going to select the participants. Please remember your lucky numbers. Maybe whichever number is your lucky number, just I'll select that number, spin the number, remove that number from there. You choose that number. I'll take a participant, and then I'll show you the topic. Everything understood? Shall we start? Okay, let's go. Okay, it's topic number 2. Okay, with the raised hands, I would first give the opportunity to a Toastmaster, and then I'll move on to the guest. So, who is the first Toastmaster who would like to volunteer? In the introduction, I heard that Toastmaster Astha joined our club meeting just to participate in the table topics. So, I'll give her the honors. Would you like to say something, Toastmaster Astha? Are you comfortable? Shall I give you the topic?
Yes.
Okay, great, great. Toastmaster Astha, your topic is the purpose of life is to be happy or something else. The purpose of life is to be happy or something else. Toastmaster Astha.
So thank you for the wonderful topic. The purpose of life is to be happy or something else. This is a topic which requires a deep thought, and I have like everyone, I have also thought about it many a times, because as a teenager, I have always been in a race to get more degrees, more to get a perfect job, and to earn a lot of money. So a lot of time this question strikes me, that whether I am happy or not, and what is the wider purpose of my life. Is it to make myself happy, or do something for the betterment of the people around me who are not that happy? Will that make me more happy, or will earning a lot of money make me more happy? And what is the greater purpose of my life? So I read a book recently, that is Ikigai, which is the Japanese secret to long and happy life. So there I read that how what is their lifestyle, and how they manage to be more healthy, and they do not catch a lot of diseases, and how they lead a longer life. So there I read that they lead a very healthy life by waking up early, taking good diet, having good conversations with everyone, not holding a lot of grudge for everyone, working out daily. So all these things, small things that are there in our life, makes us happy. It is not necessary that we earn a lot of money to be happy. So happiness is definitely the purpose of our life, and if we are happy, we can definitely spread happiness around us. So and we can meet the greater purpose of our life, to make everyone happy, and to stay happy, and to serve the world around us. So I think that would be the end of my table topic session. Thank you. Back to the table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Asta. Yes, my Ikigai is also doing small things. Little things may develop to become a big thing. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to again share the screen, and I'm going to spin it again. This is number 5. Okay. With a raise of hands, who would like to go on topic number 5? Can't see your chats. I can see only the camera. So please raise your hands because I'm not going to spare anyone for at least the next 5-10 topics. Toastmaster Bhavna. Yes. Toastmaster Bhavna is a topic for you. My goodness. Okay. Toastmaster Bhavna. Quiet people have the loudest minds. Quiet people have the loudest minds. Toastmaster Bhavna.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shahid. Quiet people have the loudest minds. I absolutely believe with this sentence because what happens, I've seen at my house, my mother is the one who talks the most. So often she is hardly depressed because whatever she has in her mind, she speaks it up. On the other hand, my father and I are like the philosophical ones who have so much in our minds that we find it difficult to express ourselves openly. We think what we feel is something that cannot be explained to others because we find it difficult to express ourselves in a way that will be which makes sense to others. And I remember back in Toastmasters, in one of our sessions, Toastmaster Shahid had almost guessed that I'm someone who has a quiet mind. I mean, I'm someone who talks less but has a loud mind, and I think that is true, which is why I chose to join Toastmasters, where I can actually collect my thoughts and express them in a clear manner. And in the process, I realized that I started understanding myself. When I started talking and also writing more, I realized that there is actually not too many in our minds. It is just because we keep it inside and within ourselves that we feel that we are unable to express ourselves or that there is a lot in our heads. So one tip that I learned over the years is that whenever you feel like you have a lot in your mind, just take a pen and a pencil and make a list, and you would see that there are just 7 to 8 things that you need to worry about in life. And if the list is more than 10, you can just choose the elimination method. That is what I have been doing to quiet my loud mind, and Toastmasters has contributed towards this. And that is why I thought what I have learned, I would share with you so that you also get an idea of how we can quiet our loud minds and be a more articulate and a confident public speaker and never fear the fact that we are unable to speak. Cheers, Toastmasters. Thank you so much. Over to you, Shahid sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavna. That is why I was claiming that you have chosen the right number and the right topic. Once again, I'm going to spin the wheel. Okay, this time the number is 10. So, anyone who is going to go for the number 10? Topic number 10? Anyone from the guests? I see one raised hand. Okay, Toastmaster Simranjeet. Topic number 10 for you is, okay, Toastmaster Simranjeet, never assume that loud is strong and quiet is weak. Never assume, Toastmaster Simranjeet, never assume that loud is strong and quiet is weak. Never assume that loud is strong and quiet is weak. Toastmaster Simranjeet.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shahid. Thanks a lot for that amazing topic that I can resonate with completely. Never assume that loud is strong and quiet is weak. Well, in these days, we can just look around and see that how people are expressing and how they are just raising their voice and using their voice to make an impact and to make the point. but you have also observed that sometimes it's just the voice and not the point. Whenever we are raising our voice and we are angry, I would like to tell you that it's very less that we respond to the situation. We are just reacting to it. Whenever we are angry, our mind is just completely shut. And I'm talking in terms of neuroscience, in terms of science, that it has there that whenever you're angry, your mind is completely shut, your logical part of the brain is completely shut, and whatever you are saying, it's not coming through the logical part of the brain. Right? So it's very unlikely that you are going to make your point. So whenever you want to make a point clear, you have to respond to the situation. And to respond to the situation, there is very important thing that you need to have, and that's space, and that's silence. That few moments of silence that you need to give to yourself to come to that very point, to come to that decision that would change your life for good. And I would say that quiet and being quiet and having that silence in your life can make you and would definitely make you the strongest version of yourself. So have that in you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Toastmaster Simranjeet. You very well said. Yes, silence has a lot of than noise. Okay, I'm going to again spin the wheel. Oh my goodness, that's 7. Okay, guys, who is going to go for the number 7 topic? Please raise your hands or I'll make a eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. So
I can see one of the guests, Nabindu, on the screen. Let's request him this time.
okay. As you say, Toastmaster Nupur, Mr. Nabindu, would you like to go for the topic number 7?
I wasn't prepared for that, but I don't mind giving it a shot. So yes,
That's it. That we are not never prepared for promptu speeches. Thank you. Number 7.
Sure.
So, guest Nabindu, Mr. Nabindu, I appreciate true connection. I appreciate true connection. Or guest Nabindu.
All right. That's a very good topic, and I have often thought about it, especially because I belong to an industry where my job is to connect people digitally. I work as a digital marketing manager, and over the years, I have noticed how digital media has made our life better in many ways, but has also affected our life in a variety of ways, which have ended up making us more depressed and less connected with people. This is probably the era in centuries where we have so many avenues of connection with people, whether it's Facebook, whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's Instagram. And I see a lot of people in their early 20s here and youngsters, and I'm sure they use social media very frequently in their lives. And they know how easy it is to now get in touch with people and communicate with people. But are we really getting connected is the question. Fortunately, I was born at a time when the internet was not even discovered, or it was not predominantly available to people. And I realized when I look back into my life in the pre-internet era, that we actually took time to connect with people. We took time to visit people in their homes. We took time to call people, and we did not have mobile phones. We used to call through landline phones. We took time to send people greeting cards and write letters. And those were the days when we actually realized what true connections are. You could open up to people, you could share your feelings with people before the internet era. But now, are we developing that connection now do we have the ability to share our feelings with people? I think the people who are born in this generation are losing that. And I do not hold them responsible for it because they can't help it. They are born in a situation where this is how things happen. In summing up, I would say, in order to develop true connection with people, we need to take breaks from our virtual lives from time to time. Now that we have COVID and we are stuck in our homes, but we still need to take time off and actually call people, meet them, develop true connection, and learn to speak by opening our heart to them. It is important to be vulnerable. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Navendu. My true connection during my 20s with my fiancée, oblique girlfriend, oblique friend was sending 2 week, and Archie's were minting money out of me. That I would now move back to the screen. Another spin. We have 11. So, who's next? Who wants to go with 11? Topic number 11. I don't see a raise of hands. Mayank, Toastmaster Mayank Khatri. Okay, Toastmaster Mayank, here is the topic for you. Toastmaster Mayank, people don't change with time. Change by choice. Yes or no? People don't change with time. People change by choice. Yes or no? Master Mayank.
Yes. Yeah, I totally agree with DTM Shahid's table topic that people don't change with time, people change by choice. And I think the biggest example for each one of us would be each Toastmasters meeting. If you see that there, if you compare two people who are coming to Toastmasters for like for more than a year, but one is coming regularly to Toastmasters, but the other person is only paying their fees and not attending meetings on a daily basis. So at the end of the day, one person would be a better public speaker and leader, but the other person, although he is a Toastmaster, he would not be a better public speaker in terms of the other person. So if like people have not changed with time, but people have changed with choice by coming daily to a Toastmasters meeting, and since it's a new year, and like many people have these resolutions where they would change, that they would make resolutions that they'll quit smoking, they'll not do something, they'll aim for a better life. So even after 1 year has passed, they think, oh, nothing has changed because they did not do anything towards that. So time has passed, but they would only do it because people have to collectively make a choice, work towards it, and then achieve their goal. So that's it for me.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayank. I always appreciate Toastmaster Mayank hitting two birds with one stone. Actually given a short speed of his area and also given a table topic and some food for thought to us. Thank you, Toastmaster Mayank. I have one more topic right now. I think in terms of what you call time. So I'll spin the wheel once again, and this time I am going to make the choice of the speaker. So it's number 15. I would like to hear from Toastmaster Kanishka. Toastmaster Kanishka, the topic here for you is nothing changes if nothing changes. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Toastmaster.
Yeah, she's there.
Hello.
Kanishka, did you hear the topic?
No, I'm having such a bad Wi-Fi today. I don't know why.
Okay. Do you want me to repeat the topic?
Could you please repeat it?
Okay. The topic is Toastmaster Kanishka. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Nothing if nothing changes. Toastmaster Kanishka.
I think she's facing network issues. We can pick someone else with another topic.
Okay.
We can
Okay.
change the
Okay.
topic.
No problem. When she comes back online, she's comfortable. I'll repeat this topic. Spin the topic. I have been given permission to have two more topics. Spin the wheel once again. Number one. Who would like to go for number one topic? Nupur. Okay, Toastmaster Nupur, here is this topic number one for you. Toastmaster Nupur, natural jaggery or synthetic sugar. How is life treating you? Natural jaggery or synthetic sugar? How is life treating you? Toastmaster Nupur.
Well, my fellow Toastmasters, what does a smile tell you? Natural or artificial? Well, life is definitely treating me like the natural jaggery. Have you ever been to what we call the kolu, or the place where they extract jaggery from the sugarcane? It goes round and round. There's just a spinning wheel that just goes round and round. And that is how life is actually treating me right now. It's the same thing again and again. It's the same thing that goes round and round. And by the end of the day, I am like, wow, can we do something different? Can I get a break? Can I actually just take rest? But no, that's how life is. We look at all the Facebooks and social medias, as my other fellow Toastmasters said, and it is all artificial. Believe you me, we all get so excited by looking at the best pictures posted by others, the food that they eat, the places that we visit, and we all are like, why am I not there? But that is the artificial sweeteners in your tea that will always make you unhealthy, that will always extract the real juice out of life, because that, my dear friends, is just 1% of their life that they put there. The real life is nothing but the natural jaggery that is extracted from the pure sugarcane, and life eventually just goes round and round the same circle. So do not fear of the effort that we put in. Just make sure that you have this thought process straight, right? That natural things are the best. Natural effort is the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nupur. And we can always trust Toastmaster Nupur to come up with some out-of-the-box analogy. Beautifully said how life treats us as a natural jaggery and the process that life takes us to become a kolu out of us. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nupur. Once again, I'm going to the screen.
We have Toastmaster Meenakshi here with us today. I can see her on the screen. Meenakshi ji, hi, thank you so much for joining. Can we have a table topic from you, please?
I was about to do it.
Thank you so much. Sorry.
Meenakshi ma'am,
yes,
we
sir.
have just got the number 14 as the topic. And here is the topic for you. Meenakshi ma'am, You attract what you vibrate. You attract vibrate. Meenakshi ma'am.
Can you just repeat the topic once again?
Yes. You attract what you vibrate. You attract what you vibrate.
Good evening, everyone. It's after a long time that I'm here, and it's a very, very beautiful topic that has been selected by Sir. And yes, I firmly believe you actually attract what you vibrate. It is not easy for any one of us to be always on the smiling spree, because the smile just does not happen. We need to rejuvenate ourselves from inside. Only then we can say that we can attract. And I personally feel throughout my journey in my life, there were two choices. Either I better myself or I bitter myself. So I chose to better myself through every circumstance that came my way, whether it was a huge joint family of 40 people, whether it was conquering my colleagues in the business and coming out, whether it was making myself as the best teacher or the most dedicated teacher, rising through the ranks. Everywhere I resonated inside myself first. And then I allowed those vibrations to be all around me without letting anyone send their negativity into the periphery where my resonance of vibration was there. And that only was the mantra that I was able to succeed. And I was able to do what I wanted to do. None of the places in my life have been untouched where I never, like which I dreamt and I could not achieve. I mean, I wanted to learn driving, I could. I wanted to drive and be independent, I could do that. I wanted to participate in rallies, I did that. I wanted to have a school of my own, I have that. So there is just resonation of positivity, having that vibration that I can do it and I can achieve it. And the world is ours then. But yes, before that, learn to give these vibrations if you want to receive them. Full throttle, give whatever you have, you'll receive those vibrations and you attract everything your way then. Thank you so much.
So very well said, Madam Meenakshi. I would really like to say honorary Toastmaster Meenakshi.
You
Thank
make
you
me
so much.
permanent now.
We are always honored to have you. Thank you so much. Okay.
Yes, sir.
One last topic. We have Toastmaster Saurav.
Just to
I'll
add
spin the
one
wheel.
thing, I just listening to Meenakshi ma'am, it is recall me that I'm listening to the author Sudha Mutri. Thank you so much, ma'am, being there.
I would just like to add here that I was nominated for the Author of the Year by Story Mirror, and two of my writings have already found place on the national level.
Excellent.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
One chance to Toastmaster Kanishka, if you would like to take the topic again.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Toastmaster Kanishka, the topic is the same. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Toastmaster Kanishka.
Okay. Thank you so much for the topic, Toastmaster, Table Topic Master. And so nothing changes if nothing changes. I absolutely agree with this statement, as I believe that if you don't push yourself to do something, if you don't push yourself towards your goal, if you don't know what is the path through which you're going to achieve those goals and what changes you need to make in your daily life or in your daily routine, then I don't think so anyone could be able to achieve everything that you dream of. Let it be your goals, let it be your career, let it be something, some silliest thing as well. Everything is only achieved if you have put any efforts towards it, if you want to make some changes towards your routine. Yeah, that's it, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanishka. Okay, I will not spin the wheel now. We have topics. We have done 8 topics till now. Let me check how many topics have we done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Now, if anyone is still vibrating topic, we still have 2 minutes. Anyone who really wants to speak their heart out, I'll not spin the wheel. I'll give a topic myself.
I like to go for it, sir.
Okay, great. Toastmaster Mahima. Okay, here's a topic for you, Toastmaster Mahima. There is nothing better than a friend unless it's a friend with a chocolate. There is nothing better than a friend unless it's a friend with a chocolate. Toastmaster Mahima.
Yeah, so I can't interpret the topic exactly, but I will go according to my understanding. And speaking about the first part of the topic, that is, there is nothing better than a friend. I really believe in that thing, because whenever life has given me some setbacks and I have fallen weak in times when I shouldn't have, my friends have always given me the courage and have made me realize who I am and how I can overcome all the obstacles that life has put my way. And even when I'm having a rough day, and just speaking to a friend gives me the kind of joy which even a expensive dinner can't, or anything anything else um, which is of money can't, because I'm a very emotional person and I need that emotional connect with people, and I value my friends for giving me that kind of opportunity to feel protected and secured. And talking about chocolates, I hate chocolates and I don't have a sweet tooth at all, so that's why I can't relate to the topic. But yeah, if you just talk about friends and their importance in life, I believe that they are always there to be for me. And usually, I'm not a very talkative person. I have a very small group of people whom I call friends, but yeah, they have been there. So I don't need many people. So I'm very privileged to have them. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahima. It was a surprise that you do not like chocolates. Please do try one from one of your friends. Ask one of your friends to bring a chocolate for you and take it in that your very zone where you stay alone and together with just yourself. Eat that chocolate there, and trust me, chocolate will be your best friend. It's so aphrodisiac, so good, so potent that it gives you such a good high. Okay, that's all from my side. Thank you so much. I would like to now hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day, the two lovely ladies, Toastmaster Simran and Toastmaster Namya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shahid, for such an inclusive table topic session. And I would say the spinning part of it made it all the more interesting, plus your table topics out of the box. All right, so I would now like to call back our general evaluator, Toastmaster Antra.
Meanwhile, I'll also start the poll for best table topic speaker. Five more responses, or 4 more responses to go, please. All right, closing now. Thank you so much.
Am I audible?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so now we will start with the evaluation section. I would like to call upon the virtual stage Toastmaster Kanishka, the first speech evaluator, to go ahead with her evaluation. Toastmaster Kanishka.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. So I will be evaluating Toastmaster Neha's speech. First of all, she had a catchy start to the meeting. The question of do we quiz ourselves on Facebooks about our personalities and all got everyone involved and feeling comfortable before starting the speech. And she gave her speech loud and clear. She was confident while giving her speech, and she confidently talked about her family and her experiences. Moving on, she has the simplicity and originality in her speech. It connected me with the speaker and make me wanna go and listen and know what comes next in her journey, in her life journey, as she explained. Talking about the recommendations, I would say that there are just a few that maybe you can take less pauses, as taking longer pauses distracts the audience, and it may looks like you are recalling your speech. And also about having a more greater variety of your facial experience and facial expressions and hand gestures. For example, when you stated, but thankfully now I don't do such stuff, or I even took admissions doing MBA. That time you could have used more facial expressions. Overall, I would say it was an impromptu speech. It was a cream of the crop for an icebreaker speech. Congratulations on completing your icebreaker speech, Neha. Kudos to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kanishka.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanishka. Now I would like to call upon the stage second speech evaluator, Toastmaster Nupur.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. I would be evaluating Toastmaster Uditi's speech. We did not have the speech associated with any particular pathway, so there is no particular purpose or objective of the speech that we would be looking at. I would just be evaluating it in the form of the CRC approach. The speaker started the speech with a question and waited for the audience to answer that. That was the first thing that connected the speaker to the audience. The audience were hooked and engaged. That was a very good strategy to begin the speech with. The topic of the speech, historical connection to the theme. So the speech was actually connected to the theme as well. So it went with the flow of the meeting structure, and thus it was more engaging for the audience to connect. There was a story that was shared. There was agricultural connect that was shared. There were learnings that were shared. So the entire speech had multiple structure to it, which was brilliant. A couple of things that I would recommend the speaker to follow is, first thing, eye connect. I observed that the speaker was speaking on the side and she was not looking at the cameras directly. We really need to understand that in the virtual environment, the eye connect is the only thing that actually bonds us together. The audience does not feels that they are actually listening only when the speaker looks at them. So the second thing that I had is the camera positioning. Now the camera was such that it was only visible here. Only the first part of the face was visible, and thus no hand movements were visible. And that the hand movements actually make sure that the audience are more engaged, they are more looking at what the speaker is saying. So that was the second recommendation on my side, from my side. Third recommendation I would have is, though the structure was great, there were sections there in the speech, there were not enough pauses in between. The flow from one para to the other was just right next to each other. So we could not, the audience could not sit back and understand, okay, one part is over and the other part is starting. So a logical pause, a small pause between those two paras would really add much value to the speech. Overall, I just congratulate the speaker. It was a great speech, just a great starting, great structure. Just few recommendations that I've already shared. If that can be incorporated, it would go to the next level. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nupur, for the amazing evaluation. Now, I would like to call Toastmaster Ishita, our table topic evaluator for this meeting, to go ahead with the evaluation of all the table topic speakers. Toastmaster Ishita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Antra. If you can speak, you can influence. And if you can influence, you can change lives. What a beautiful and comforting way to rejuvenate my weekend by attending this Toastmasters meeting and be in the company of the cream of the crops. Jumping right into the evaluation, I would like to start with Toastmaster Astha. She was the first one to go, so I really appreciate that. And she used anecdotes, she asked questions, and she was confident. The only recommendation I have for her is to use more hand gestures and voice modulation. Then Toastmaster Bhavna, she had great expressions. She was calm and gave a comparative analysis between her mother and her father. The only recommendation I have for her is to use more hand gestures to make it more engaging. Then Toastmasters Simarjeet. She took her time. She was very enthusiastic and great hand gestures and used phrases like, sometimes it's just the voice and not the point. And when she said the words space and silence, she had apt pauses and voice modulation. So also moving on to Nabendu sir, it was his first time. So I really appreciate that he agreed to give impromptu speech. And he started just right away. He had great flow and he made it very relatable for us Gen Zs by giving examples of social media and everything. So and he also had perfect grammatical structure. Then moving on to Toastmaster Mayank Khatri, I think he was calm, composed, and he used great expressions. The only recommendation I have is I could see that he was using his hand gestures, but it was due to his camera position that they weren't visible quite well. Moving on to Toastmaster Nupur Avasthi. Ma'am, you had the perfect smile, hand gestures, and voice modulation when you were explaining us the process of jaggery extraction. I literally have no recommendations for you, and I believe your enthusiasm was 10 on 10. And if there wasn't any time constraint, I could have listened to you for a longer period of time. Moving on to Meenakshi ma'am. What recommendation can I even give you? You're so like, the words of wisdom you gave, the kind of words that you used, rising through the ranks, resonated, send their negativity into periphery. You were an enthusiastic speaker and we're pretty blessed to hear from you. Moving on to Toastmaster Kanishka, you weren't visible, so I couldn't really see your expressions and have that kind of evaluation. But the only recommendation I have for you is that it would have been better if you would have spoke more. So we could have heard more from you. Moving on to Toastmaster Mahima, you started with a smile and you connected with the audience. And the only recommendation I have for you is to use more hand gestures. Like Toastmaster Shahid sir said, speak with your heart. And I believe every one of us poured our heart into our words. The only recommendation I have for people except from Toastmaster Astha and Nibendu sir is that try to conclude your entire speech at the end of it. Like when a time is left and you are running short of thoughts, just try to conclude what you have said so that it's more clear for the listener that what your speech was all about. And in the end, I would conclude by saying that whenever you're speaking in an impromptu mode, calm your mind, take your time, speak at a slow pace, and don't forget to smile. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ishita, for such an rejuvenating evaluation speech. Now, evaluation. Now, I would like to go ahead with the auxiliary role players. I would now like to call upon the stage the counter of the day, Toastmaster Saurabh, to go ahead with the evaluation.
In General Evaluator, we have the polls for Best Evaluator before that. So I'll just start that, please.
Okay, yeah.
All right, we can close the polls now. Thank you so much. General Evaluator, back to you, please.
Our counter, Toastmaster Saurabh.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Okay, what a day today. And sitting in front of all the creep of the crops Toastmaster, it is amazing to listen all the speeches. So my screen is visible to everyone. I'm not here anything. Is my screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, great. So this is one of the toughest job I took in my Toastmaster lifetime. This is the first time I'm doing this counter, and I must say that this feels awesome, but very scary. Okay, and I'm seeing Toastmaster Simranjit is laughing out loud for that. So starting from Toastmaster Simranjit, she is flawless. Toastmaster Nupur, of course, she is also flawless. After that, we have presiding officer number 2, Toastmaster Uditi. She used one filler words. After that, we have Toastmaster of the day number 1, Toastmaster Simranjit. She took total 3 crutch words and total 1 crutch words and three filler words. Toastmaster Namya took 2 filler words, 2 crutch words. Toastmaster Antra took 2 filler words, 2 crutch words. Mahima took 6 filler words and 3 crutch words. Then I am not able to evaluate myself. Toastmaster Nupur as a grammarian, not yet. Means when she explained herself as a grammarian, she took 1 crutch words. Moving to next, our first speaker, and that is the ice-breaking speaker. So she took 5 in total. 1 is the crutch words, and she also took 2 long pause. Toastmaster Uditi is the second speaker for the day. In total, she took 4 counter words. 2 is and 2 is the other repeated words. Moving to next, the evaluation part. And for evaluation, Toastmaster Kanishka took 1 counter words. Toastmaster 2 Nupur took 2 crutch words and 3 in total and 1 filler words. Toastmaster Isita, while evaluating table topic, she took 7 total counters, 4 crutch words, and 3 filler words. Toastmaster Said sir, DTM Said is obviously, he is always flawless for his role. Moving to next, Toastmaster, table topic speakers. First, Astha took 14 in total counter words. 12 is the crutch words, 2 is the filler words. Toastmaster Bhavna took 4 total words. Simranjit took 1. Guest, Mr. Novindu sir, took 9 counter words. 7 is crutch words, 1 is filler words. Toastmaster Mayank took 12 counter words, where 4 is the crutch words and 4 is the filler words. Toastmaster Kanishka took 2 counter words. Toastmaster Nupu in this case is flawless. Toastmaster Meenakshi ma'am is also flawless. Toastmaster Mahima took 1 in total, and that is the crutch words. And we also have guests. Toastmaster Sanova, who took 4 in total. 4 is basically the crutch words, and Toastmaster Arif didn't speak. Thank you so much, and back to General Evaluator ma'am.
Thank you so much for such an elaborative report, Toastmaster Saurav. Now I would like to go ahead with Toastmaster Nupur for the role of grammarian to present her report. Toastmaster Nupur.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Well, as we said, that this is the creme of creme, or the creme of crop Toastmasters with us. So we do not have a lot of not so good usages, but I'll just share a couple of them. There was a sentence which was used, which is of money can't, which should be either which money can't or that materialistic things can't. Visit people in home could be visit people at home. Welcome their evaluator could either be welcome the evaluator for her speech, because we are evaluating the speech, not the person, and not multiple people there. If you could have spoke more could be if you could have spoken more. These were a couple of things that we not so good usages. Bonfire could be should have been bonfire. However, there were a lot many real good usages. Brim with joy, take the leap of faith, quiet our loud mind, detoxify, procrastination, impromptu, grudge, philosophical, articulate, resonated, periphery, important to be vulnerable, I better myself or bitter myself. These were a couple of phrases that were really great, and a couple of words that were really great that were used. The word of the day was used by Toastmaster Saurav, Toastmaster Ishita. Idiom of the day was used by Toastmaster Namya, Toastmaster Kanishka, Toastmaster Ishita. Please let me know if I am missing anyone who used the word of the day or the idiom of the day. And I would encourage, yes, Toastmaster Meenakshi in her table topic did use the words. So with that, I thank everyone, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nupur, for such a detailed and encouraging report. Now, I would like to call on this virtual stage Toastmaster Mahima, the timer to present her report.
Yeah, sure.
Am I audible?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Can you all see my screen? No, wait.
Not yet.
Yeah, I hope it is visible now.
Yes.
Yeah, so coming to the prepared speeches. So the speech time requirement for Neha was supposed to be 4 to 6 minutes. The actual time she spoke was 3 minutes and 23 seconds. And there might have been a bit of um, gap between what I recorded because there was some glitches on her side or my side, I don't know. So it could have been around 3 minutes 30 seconds. And when it comes to Uditi, 5 to 7 minutes was her speech time requirement. She spoke for 4 minutes and 34 seconds. And coming to the table topics portion, so first was Astha. She spoke exactly for 2 minutes. Then came Bhavna. She spoke for 2 minutes and 14 seconds, which is again very good. Simranjeet ma'am spoke for 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Nabendu sir spoke for 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Mayank sir spoke for 1 minute and 31 seconds. Nupur ma'am spoke for 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Minakshi ma'am spoke for 1 minute and 48 seconds. And Kanishka spoke for 50 seconds. So that's done with table topics. And coming to the evaluations, it's Kanishka. Kanishka's evaluation was timed at 1 minute 57 seconds. Nupur ma'am spoke for 3 minutes and 12 seconds. And I'm so sorry, Ishita, I couldn't record your time because I was very much engrossed in listening. Yeah, so that's it from my side.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahima. Now, can we have the poll? May we have the poll?
Yes, I am just starting that. Let me just. Okay, please ignore the last one. We did not have the activist listener, so we'll just have the first three, timer, Raha counter, and the grammarian. All right. 2 more to go, please. Kindly vote. All right, we'll end the polls now. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Okay. So now I will be presenting my report, my evaluation report for this whole meeting. So first of all, Sergeant Arms started the meeting at 4:31 p.m., which was approximately on time. Then Sergeant Arms very well recited the mission to give a good start to the meeting. All the rules were properly addressed, and we all were welcomed by a warm smile of Toastmaster Simranjeet ma'am. Simranjeet ma'am. Uh, Going ahead with the presiding officers, both the presiding officers, Toastmaster Uditi and Toastmaster Nupur ma'am, they both introduced everyone properly. The guests were introduced properly, and all were welcomed, and the theme was introduced to everyone in a structured manner. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Simranjeet, introduced very beautifully with the story and connected with all the Toastmasters, and by sharing the story of Lohri was able to instill the spirit of the Lohri, the festival, uh, amazingly, and followed by Toastmaster Namya. She introduced all the role players very well, and the questions which were asked in the between, building up building up building up a whole scene and then asking the questions on them were really amazing idea to engage the audience. And I don't think so anyone was left like any time in the middle. We were the audience were left unaddressed, or we were not having our minds running about any question. Uh, Now, table topic master. So, just a second. So we had Sir. He The topics were amazing and intriguing as well, and had a room to share and had a room for the speakers to share a personal experience, giving a chance to share their part of life with us. And I was just fascinated and loved the vibes uh, of how the diverse experiences were shared by different set of people of different age groups. Now, coming to the speech evaluators, the speech evaluators were well prepared with the speech objective. For one speech, we didn't have any objective, so that that evaluation followed the CRC format, which was recommendation, and then commendation format. This CRC report format was followed by both the evaluators. Uh, Evaluation was given within the time, and the evaluation was encouraging, helpful, and it reflected diligence. um, uh, for the R counter, the report was very much extensive and elaborative. It I think covered each and every part of the meeting, and all the R's and ums were covered. And next, moving on to time. Grammarian. The report was encouraging and detailed. Um the word of the day was appropriate and fitting the theme of Lohri, displaying the enthusiasm which is shown on the day of Lohri. And the report was as well encouraging, and the report was presented within the time. Then the timer as well was prepared with their role and the responsibilities, and the whole report was presented within the allotted time. The report was encouraging and 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 so yeah. Yes, this was the whole evaluation of today's meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Namya and Toastmaster Simranjeet ma'am.
Thank you so much, Andra, for such a detailed evaluation. I really appreciate your efforts. So the meeting is towards its end, and I really loved the experience that we had together today. It was commendable. The spirits that we had today was like, I loved the experience. So I would like to share one more thing that Lori signifies. So the Loris is also a day to show gratitude, because why we are burning the bonfire, we are showing gratitude towards the fire and the sun for the good harvest. The farmers harvest the rabi crop, and they show gratitude towards the fire and the sun for the good harvest that they had. So I would like to take this opportunity and ask you that what is that one thing that you are that happened to you last year and you are really grateful for? Raise your hands. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Grateful for Toastmasters. Last year it happened.
Even I am grateful for that. Toastmaster was a savior during COVID, really.
And this is Sundari Mundari hoy, tera kaun gujara hoy, jalla pothi wala hoy. Because
We'll
I
sing that
belong to
together.
Yes.
We'll sing that together then.
Yes, start it. Sundari
Okay.
Mundari hoy, tera kaun gujara hoy,
दुल्ला
patti
पट्टी
wala
वाला
hoy,
होए,
didi
दुल्ले
bhi
तीवे आई होए, शेर शंकर पाई होए. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank
This
you
is
so much.
actually festivals, and this is what exactly keeps the spirit high in India.
Yeah.
Every month there is a festival, and we should really rejuvenate every month because of these festivals. They keep us all together, connected. And yes, this country is going to be and is actually what you called on the top of the crop.
I believe that. I really believe that. I would like to invite some more experiences. Show gratitude, people. Come on. Yes. Yes, Mahima.
So I believe that in the last year, I realized the importance of work, because, you get bored of people, you get bored of the monotonous life that you have, but then it is the work which is available for you, which keeps you busy so that you don't think about negative things. And so, yeah, it keeps your head in the right place, I feel.
Yeah, right. The purpose. That's what we call it. Yes. Yes, Nupur ma'am. TM Nupur.
Well, last year, it was month of April when the second wave was really very strong. And there were a lot of, we were trying to really work around, arrange for cylinders and everything for the society. At that point of time, my son started getting fever. And we did not actually know what was happening. We ran all the tests, everything that could possibly be done, once, twice, thrice. During that peak season, we also went to the hospital to get the test done. And it was really scary because there was COVID all around. The second wave was so high. And the doctors were not able to find out what was wrong. It lasted for 3 months. I being not just a single parent, but also a single person all around, was really very scared because I did not even know who to consult. Thankfully, whatever worked when things did not go, I just stopped all the medications. I just stopped everything, everything. And it subsided. After 3 months of continuous fever, it just subsided. Those 3 months were really hard because I could see whatever was happening all around. So it might sound very cliche, but I am grateful that in 2021, we all were hale and hearty. We all were alive.
Yes, completely. We should be. Thanks a lot, Nupur, for that. Thanks for filling our heart with gratitude. And I would like to invite one more. Please, guys, it's very important.
Can I go next?
Yes, please.
So what I'm grateful for is the gift of life, be it a positive experience or a negative experience. All the positive experience have brought joy to my heart. and all the negative experiences have given me have taught me a lesson, because if it was not for the negative experiences, I wouldn't have been the person I am today, or wouldn't have been where I am today. So I think I'm grateful for the gift of life, for all the supportive people around me. Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
echo that.
Yeah, every experience is valuable, even the negative ones. They teach us a lot. Thank you so much, Ishita, for that. I think we all can resonate. Yes, another one. Please, please. Can you feel the vibe? One person is expressing gratitude and we all are able to resonate it with. And it's not one thing that we are grateful for. I think the echoing factor is making us grateful for everything. Yes, guys, come on. One more, one last one. Come on, speaker one, Neha.
Actually, I'm grateful for that. I'm just relaying that I will join Toastmaster next year, next month, next year, next month. I'm just doing that. Last year, I have joined the Toastmaster. That is grateful for me. It's a new learning.
Even I joined Toastmaster last year, and I must say this is one of the best decisions that I've made. It has changed my personality a lot. So echo it. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for your contribution, for making this meeting so amazing. Yes, I would hand over the stage to President, but before that, you all have to unmute and we'll sing that song together. And
You have to
celebrate.
share the lyrics with us.
You can Google it, Sundar. Or you can just celebrate in eco hoy with me, right?
Yep, done.
Unmute, guys. Come on. Meenakshi ma'am, we need you. Yeah. Let's sing it again together. Ready, guys?
There are a lot of people on mute. You
Please,
need to unmute yourself.
Come on. Still, we have people. Okay, we can do with that. Yes, Meenakshi ma'am, ready? Can't hear you, Meenakshi ma'am.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Sundar Mundariye. Tera kaun bichara. Dulla Patiwala. Dule Titi Vyai. Shakkar Pai. Happy Lori to all of you. Thanks a lot.
Happy Lord.
Happy Lori to all of you.
Happy Lori, everyone. All right. So I would request my counterpart, Toastmaster Uditi, to take the stage, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nupur. So I think it was a very joyous moment for all of us. The past 2 hours that we had this meeting, I think it brought a smile in each one's space. Now coming to for the club meeting that we had, this collaboration meeting, I'm really thankful to your club. Not that we had a meeting, but because the diversity that you have in your club is commendable, like really commendable. And I think one thing that I learned was you can learn a lot from people and age is not a barrier. So I think I was so happy to see Meenakshi ma'am. Even I am not that joyful at this point of life of mine, but even seeing her, I got so motivated, and the fierceful voice that she has. And I think that was one of the best thing that I heard today. And I really thank her for that. And I think it's more of a saying that even few words can, sometimes just calm your mind and even your soul. So thank you so much, ma'am, for that. A special mention to you. And now coming to everyone that was present in the meeting, I think all of us had our own share of our thoughts and what we shared today. And I think we could learn a lot from each one of us, the way we speak, the way we see, or even the way we talked today and discussed, and the way we expressed. So that was just amazing. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Nupur ma'am, for your club and the diversity that was there. And it was an amazing meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Now, before we move on and check with our guests and our area director what they feel about the meeting, let's just take a quick look at the certificates. So let's start with the first certificate for the best auxiliary role player. And who would want to take a quick guess at that? Quick guesses on the best auxiliary role player. And I'll share the slides then. I think that's the incorrect slide, but yeah. Good guess.
So I'll count it. That was a tough job.
Yes, absolutely. So we have the best auxiliary role player as Saurav. Congratulations, Saurav. Toastmaster Saurav, there you go.
Thank you so much. That Kakamora actually.
Okay, stop sharing. Only Saurav will do.
Played in the...
Okay.
I take it from that Moana. If you just recall the movie name Moana, there is a small coconut character was there. So that character is called actually Kakamora, and my friend actually addressed me in that particular word. So my surname is Khanra actually, K-H-A-N-R-A.
You know what? I had saved your true caller ID said Kakamora, Saurav Kakamora, and I just saved it with that. Okay, that's a learning for me. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on to the next one. Best evaluator then. All right, quickly. We're running out of time here.
Tough fight, I think.
Oh, that was Toastmaster Ishita. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, moving on. Best table topic speaker.
Meenakshi ma'am.
Absolutely. That is Meenakshi ma'am. Congratulations, Meenakshi ma'am. Now, the best speaker.
Both of them.
Both of them were wonderful in their own way. However, the votes go to Master Uditi. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, so now I'll just stop sharing. And yes, so that was the voting results from me. And now let me request our area director, Toastmaster Mayank, to share a few words, please.
Hi, thank you for inviting me back onto the stage. I'm already a member of this club, so it does not really feel like an area director visit. I anyway come for the meeting, so it does not feel like an area director visit. But today was a lovely meeting. I think I've attended after 2-3 sessions because of other professional commitments. But it's really great. Like every time I attend a Toastmasters meeting, it is really great to see how even in the online format, people are. It's almost 2 years. It will be 2 years next month that we are meeting online, and some people cite Zoom fatigue and some other reason. Some people even said to me that they don't need to learn communication skills because it is manageable in an online setting. You can fake confidence, you can fake your public speaking skills. But still, I feel it is a very inherent nature of humans to keep practicing their communication skills so that they don't lose touch. So it's always great coming back and attending a Toastmasters meeting every week. I actually look forward for the whole week to end and then come on Saturday and sit peacefully and see how speakers are giving their speeches and participating in table topics. So that is all from me, Toastmaster Nupur.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mayank, for those wonderful words. And I don't know, but how do you fake confidence? Please share the person's number with me. I would really want to check and get some tips from the person. So, anyway, let's now. I would request our guest Nabendu to share some thoughts about the meeting. And did we justify? I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Yeah, more than justified, I said. It was, see, I did not know what kind of meetings do you hold in Toastmasters Club. And attending that and seeing all these, little girls, little boys speak. And I was pleasantly surprised. I did not expect these shy looking people to speak so eloquently and so confidently. I mean, the moment they opened their mouth, I could see that these people really have a lot of confidence. These are resourceful people. They have mastered the art of speaking over the months that they have been with Toastmasters Club. And I think 10 years, 15 years down the line in their career, they're going to do really, really well. Because if I look back and I see myself in their shoes at that age that they are in, if I had something like that, which they have, I think I would have done great in my career also, even better than what I've done. And it's not just career. I think in every way, public speaking, that confidence that you get out of it helps you in every area of your life. And I think congratulations to you, because you could have been doing anything at this time, but you chose to be here and chose to learn something from this meeting is just wonderful. And you guys have inspired me a lot. So answering your question, yes, I think the last couple of hours have been well spent. I have only gained from it. And I look forward to, when the Corona thing subsides, I would like to come and hopefully have in-person meeting also and attend that and get to know each other better. And I think it's going to be wonderful. So I really enjoy it. And thank you everyone for organizing it.
Thank you so much for your kind words. And we all are actually really looking forward for the offline meetings now. It's so strange to use the word offline, but to actually visit, just meet each other face to face. So definitely. And your words were really wonderful and a great confidence booster for everyone here. Thank you so much. Thank you. There were a couple of more guests, but I do not see them now on the screen. However, I would request Toastmaster Antara, who has joined us from the Toastmasters of New Delhi, to just share a couple of words, please.
Am I audible?
Yes.
So it was a great experience to be part of this meeting, as I was able to enjoy the diverse experience that was shared by a diverse set of people, as I mentioned it before as well. And always Toastmasters meetings are quite intriguing to me, and sometimes intimidating, because I usually get nervous while giving speeches, or and this time it was general evaluation, so the role was a bit for me it was looking a bit tedious, but I tried to do justice to that, to whatever extent that I could have done. But there is always a scope of improvement, so I look for that. And I really enjoyed the meeting thoroughly. The 2 hours were amazing. And as Nabindu sir said, that we could have spent this time somewhere else doing something which was maybe random, but this time was really fruitfully spent in a very amazing manner, I would say. So yeah.
Thank you so much. And I just realized you logged in from two devices because of that. Okay. And Astha was the one from Toastmasters of New Delhi. I guess she has dropped off now. So, but Thank you so much, General Evaluator Antara, or Toastmaster Antara, for those words and the detailed report that you gave. So if anyone here would like to share anything else before we close the meeting, because I guess we're already a bit over time here.
Just a group photograph?
Absolutely, nothing better than that. Okay, we still have videos being switched on. Great. That's bam. Toastmaster Namya. Okay. Any random expressions? I will not be doing that because I have to take the screenshot. All right, say cheese, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Toastmaster Mayank. Nice one. All right.
How did you get it?
It's in video
Let me
filter.
stop the recording first and then